Hey everybody, Kevin and Robin here. We've got an old favorite back in the shop today, a pretty cool pack, and if you haven't been in a week or two, some exciting news about boxed rosé. So where do you want to start?
Well, now that you mentioned it, we should probably just start with the box of rosé.
Yeah, why not? We don't want to forget. It's important stuff here.
Before I forget, this is the most important thing that you will have in your cooler this summer. 3 liters of rosé from the south of France. Dry, delicious, crushable, tastes like Jolly Rancher candies.
Oh, there you go.
And the best feature? Look how easy this is.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Let me get you a little
Wow,
splash.
we're jumping into it. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. I think a lot of people remember the Montrose boxes that we've had for the last few years. Cool thing with this new one is it comes from the same area as Montrose, virtually indistinguishable as far as I can tell, and $10 cheaper, right?
Oh, that's right.
So there's a good
It is
deal.
regular $69.95. We have it $10 off for $59. That's like $13 a bottle if you break it down. So
There
I mean,
you
you
go.
can't
Nice
go
amount.
wrong. Thank you.
Yeah. So if you're looking for that boxed wine for the fridge this year because you need it, summer's finally hit.
30 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's hot out there. You need a box of rosé in the fridge. So this is the one. It's awesome, great value, and the best thing is we got it open. So come down and give it a try. See if you love it as much as we do, and then you can pop one in your fridge.
Right?
I'm almost done my first one already. Had a good week.
You know, it's easy to do. It does
It is.
last up to a month once it's opened in your
Who
fridge.
knows?
Should you make it that long? Mine never has, but
Yeah.
I have faith in you.
Not even close. Like a week and a half, maybe tops, especially when it's hot out like this.
Absolutely.
You want to talk OCHOA? Some
Let's-
exciting new stuff here, eh?
Let's get into OCHOA. So, as you mentioned, it is an old favorite. It's a staff favorite time and time again. But this time we got a brand new rosé from them as well, which is super cool because they're using 50-year-old Grenache vines that they're getting out of Basque Country, I believe, and
right.
grafting them onto their own rootstock. So it's, you know, got
Yeah.
all of the integrity there, and then you get these really cool old vines.
Yeah, it's a really interesting story because this is the first time they made this guy, right? And it's an old Basque clone of Grenache that they really liked, that they isolated for this one. They did a little wax top on it. They said $29.95.
That's right.
So I think really sensational deal. This is definitely like a big step up from your average Spanish rosé, or even I've loved the rosés from OCHOA in the past. But this has definitely like a little more freshness to it, a little more power, a little more elegance. Like there's a lot going on there. So a little step up in price, but you definitely want to try that. I feel like
Yeah.
that's cold, right? That's going to be open too. All right. Wow. It's a good day. Starting off okay
I'm
today.
prepared.
All right. And a couple of reds, right? We've been out of stock for sure on the OCHOA Reserva. It's always one of our most popular wines, and for good reason. What are we? We're on the 13. So
We're
our
on
new
to
vintage.
13, yeah.
All right. What do you? Should we try it?
Yeah.
I was supposed to say, what do you think of this? But then I thought, well, why not just open it and find out
One
for
way to
myself?
find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of fun options. So, I mean, if you need just your approachable like, barbecue style wine, you can go into just the La Photo. This is actually a photo of the grandfather of the vineyard and all of his friends. So he used to keep a certain plot of land and make a lot of wine just for him and his friends to share before they kind of got into the bigger export. So this is their little tribute to him and having wine that's really just meant to be shared and super easy. It's Tempranillo, Merlot, and Graciano, equal proportions of all of those. So it just is like medium, easy to drink, pairs with almost anything, a little bit of ribs on the barbecue, maybe some burgers, or just a couple friends.
Yeah, so we didn't mention OCHOA's in Navarra, which people maybe don't know as well as Rioja. It's kind of right next door. And it's a little less known, obviously, than Rioja. Rioja's kind of like that's Spain's answer to Bordeaux, really. Navarra is a little more modern in style typically, and OCHOA is really a leading producer there. So they blend in a little Merlot, a little bit of Cab sometimes to get a little more modern take on the wines.
Yeah.
And for me, this really does remind me of what Bordeaux would taste like if it was blended with, some Rioja. It's got some of those notes that you get in Cab and Merlot, but that nice kind of spicy note. But they do a really cool thing by keeping these wines back, right? They're almost 10 years old on release, so it's a 2013. This is always a crazy good deal. It's $35, I think, right?
I know. Yeah, their minimum allowance is that they'll do
So good.
a full year in oak with the Reserva, and then they do minimum 7 years in the cellar before they release it. So we always get it at about 10 years, and it still has so much life left in it.
This
For
is
a
the best
$35
one yet.
bottle, you could actually keep this
amazing.
in the cellar. Again,
Yeah,
should you be
absolutely.
able to keep your hands
Yeah,
off it.
I mean, if you can. I mean, I
You do a Grand Reserva version, so
spicy.
best of the best and go and handpick all of those varietals for it.
Yeah.
That comes in regular size bottle, Magnum, and this
What do you got there,
beautiful
Robin?
little treat if you want to go for the double Magnum and have yourself a real party.
I like it. 2009, by the way. So
Right.
I think the
How amazing is that?
vintage on the regular bottle is like 2012 now for the Grand Reserve.
My workout.
Yeah, there you go. I don't have to go to the gym today. Just carry that around with you. So yeah, 09 on that one, which was a spectacular year. I still remember the 09 in the 750s, and they were incredible. They flew out of here. So what's that going for? Do you know?
This is $199.
Cool. It's a good
But,
deal.
I
Yeah, I'll
mean,
take that home
come
with
on.
me. We got a few of those.
You
Wow,
won't keep
this
your
is
hands off
amazing.
it.
This smells so good. This really reminds me of those like kind of spicy notes you get in like Payak, right? Like you get that kind of spicy little graphite note to it. That is awesome. People are gonna go nuts for that. It's so good.
Absolutely.
And you got a pack this week. Looks like Jeff Carroll's back in the house. Leading off
Carroll
with
back in the house.
new Pinot Noir, right? First
I
time
know.
we've ever had Pinot Noir from Jeff Carroll.
Yeah, and I tried it last week. It's fantastic. If you've had a few of the other Pinots from the south of France with us before, this is right up the alley. You can even chill it down a little bit, just like really fresh, light, juicy, everything you want. Sparkling Malbec, who knew I wanted this until I tried it, and love it. Great little brunch wine, or again, if you want to just kick off a barbecue with some fun.
It's got the pop top on it, right?
It's too much fun.
It's just ready to roll, ready to party.
Sauvignon Blanc from Villa des Anges lineup, and then of course his Viognier came back too.
Nice. Good to have that back. We're always low on Viognier, it seems, and this is such a good deal. It's like just over $20, right? And it gives you that really like pretty style of Viognier. It's not like that over the top marmalade style. It's got like those really nice kind of apricot and peach notes that you want Viognier. It's got a really pretty nose, but it's not. It's still nice and fresh and crisp, right? Which is what I think that's like in a league of its own for Viognier right now in value. So definitely worth. What's the pack going for? I might pick up one of these. I like where you went this week.
Pack is going for $125.
Nice for 6 bottles.
Right?
I
It's
can do
a
math
steal of a
quickly.
deal.
Seems
And the
like
late
about $20
series,
a bottle.
this has been gone for forever. This is a fan favorite. I know there's people out there who have been waiting for this to come back. So you definitely have to come in and check this out. You can either pick up the pack, see what else is new from him in store. There are a couple other neat little treats as well. He's got some new Chardonnay. And we've got, all kinds of good stuff in.
Lots of new wine in
Magnums
this
of
week,
later on are back.
right? There's so many new wines in this week. We could just go on and on and
I know.
on, but there's a ton of new wine. So if the Stampede's sort of, waning for you, you need a night home, just drinking wine, then we've got lots of cool options for you this week. There's some great stuff. And I think we're going to be busy with the corkscrew. Tasting bar is going to be fun. That's going to be the place to be, I think, this weekend because
With as much new wine as is here,
so
you
much
know
great
it's going to
stuff.
be full.
Yeah, absolutely. So, anything else?
That's it.
We got it all out there. So there you go. We'll see
ya.
you this weekend.